All right, Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back. I don't know. I'm enjoying doing these videos and telling the story to a certain extent. Some of the videos I'll be like, oh, did I just say that? And some of them it's just like, it is what it is. But I did notice something. I noticed I woke up with Atlanta in my dream again, right? So I'm thinking, damn, maybe she seen my video or something. Maybe she heard me. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she dabbling in my energy or something like that. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's getting fucking annoying. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this remind me of, okay, because I keep hearing like my first love, right? Kiki Watts and Avant. I don't know if it was Avant, right? And then Endless Love is the thing that was played at the marriage or the wedding. And I keep, I'm like, I did not even know this was a side. Like, I'm just hearing, do you believe in magic, right? Okay, now I just woke up about 15 minutes ago, all right? So I was thinking like, I did not know that there was this whole other part of this fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad. I'm mad. I feel like I've been left out. I'm mad. I feel like I've been robbed. Like, for real. And sometimes I just want to vacate out of this part of life. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm just like, I can't. I can't. But I'm sitting here thinking like, you know what, this is like the same thing. It's like these false parents or whatever, these people have been put over us, right? So now it's like another level. Like when I was 19 or whatever, and I'm about to be leaving the house or whatever. Okay, it was my dad. I was living with my dad or whatever. I was a daddy's girl. I wanted to come back home to my dad or whatever. Okay, my mom moved away. We stayed there in Texas for a little while. I'm like, oh no, I want to go back. So, but it was more so to be like around my family, my cousins and them, And what was I gonna say? And so it reminded me of like being in 15 and falling in love for the first time, like knowing like particularly that I was waiting to fall in love with like whatever, like. And it's reminded me of the first boy that I actually really kind of liked when I moved to the town that I moved to, right? From the town that we were from, we was moving on up, out of like what you would consider like, I mean, I wouldn't call it the projects, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a place like that, okay? And the likeness of that motherfucker. So, so I remember, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to be outside. Like, I don't know, I always had these issues with boys. Like, we used to be sitting outside on the green thing. Anybody that's from the place, you know what I'm saying, of the greens that I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You know what the green thing is. So we'd be sitting outside on the green thing. I remember this boy named Butch, okay? Why does it make me think about Alfalfa and Darla? Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, and the club or whatever they had, the no girls was allowed. Oh, okay. But I think they might have found out Darla was more like one of the dudes than anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just tripping out. Okay, I'm tripping out. Like Darla, you know what I'm saying? Darla, the one that's right, like just gonna be able to hang with the boys. I don't know. Where I feel like all the other motherfuckers, I'm like, oh, here that on that bitch with the other female. Okay, but anyways, that could be vice versa. Put it how you want to put it or whatever. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so this remind me because Atlanta was popping up in my dream again. This bitch just know how to get in my motherfucking dream. I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't even get to have dreams, but I guess maybe she, what I'm saying, maybe she's handling something when it comes to the dome or the Capitol. Maybe she over there by the White House and like some kind of something or whatever, and she she just could think she could just jump in my dreams whenever the fuck she want to. You know what I'm saying? She playing with my toys. I said, didn't I tell y'all she playing with my motherfucking toys? And the minute I'm want my toys back. Oh my god, am I okay? Maybe I am. Okay. So like and if this situation I'm thinking about this is really just divine masculine. I mean, he know already. See, he already know then if this is this. All right, so like and I think he already know too, like, it is true. Like, if I let you say something, ain't nobody saying shit else. You know what I'm saying? It's just that energy. It's that energy. Like, I think somebody chose like to like judge a book by its cover. They're not really uncovering all that, some people have to offer. Some of us that are the elect ones that are being hunted down. And being, again, somewhat tortured and somewhat, manipulated and manslaughtered, and causes us to what they would call misbehave, but it's really just, being that energy of someone who is going to break the barriers here. Okay. But anyways, back to this so-called love story. Okay. So, I'm thinking about 2015, 15. Okay. And then 15, 30. Okay. Something. But anyways. So again, this remind me of being in school. Okay. Being in school. And now that I'm seeing some of these faces and seeing that they familiar, right? It's like something happened somewhere. Something happened to us, or something happened somewhere. Okay. Where people were changed during my childhood. And I don't know how, what, whatever, but I don't know. It's just like in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I keep going back to in the beginning. And when I go back to in the beginning, I go back to 2015 for some reason. So I don't know if there's some big shift coming up in 2025. But I think about the boy that I liked when I first came to the new town or whatever, in the new environment we was in. You know what I'm saying? It was like something new. And that person name was Mikey or whatever, but he played too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of making me think about energy of like, I don't know. Like, do you remember the time? Like that person played too much or whatever. I don't know. They played too much. Okay. And I think that was like something that I just didn't, I don't know. Because I was always like, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was more interested in older, more, quiet, mysterious, handsome. Well, I mean, he was handsome too, right? Yeah, I'm just thinking about something. I'm thinking about like even the time of like being playful a little bit also. And I was kind of bogus. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I tell you, I ain't gonna lie. But I did like him a lot. I did. I liked him a lot. Okay, I'm trying to get something together. I'm just the three kings, the three energies, these three masculines. Something is like here, okay, that we're trying to see here, okay? Oh, okay. All right, okay. All right. Wait. Okay, so like I said, lineage, I don't know why I'm hearing lightning, also like some kind of energy of like I don't know, something to do with, like I said, lineages, and something about the Midas touch or something. Okay. And so yeah, so I remember that. But like that was my first like kind of real boyfriend, but nothing really happened, whatever. You know, and then I felt bad, I think, because one day, like, his friend, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this might be why this person might be kind of like upset or something. But maybe his friend, what I'm saying? Maybe his friend, his name started with a D, you know what I'm saying? And let me see. And I remember one day we was all riding bike, we was playing outside or whatever, you know, whatever. And I remember we went around the block, but I always, I mean, I liked what's called, but it was probably about to be time where he was too a little bit more, maybe immature or whatever for me. So again, this is why I'm bringing this up, is because I feel like one of these energies that we're dealing with today is immature, spiteful, immature. Okay. And maybe like a little cocky, right? And I remember his mom, I think I remember his mom not really liking me. It'd be that boy that you be scared to call their house because the mama don't really, she just don't like probably nobody really. But you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to respect. But it's like no matter what you do, this mama probably just ain't gonna like your ass, okay? Because she just don't like nobody that's talking to her son. Which again, I could probably say I could have felt that way if I ever had a son. All right, I don't know. And anyways, but let's get to the story. Okay, so this made me think like again, and I don't know, maybe I was a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And maybe like Okay, we might have been riding bikes or whatever around the house. They had came up because, it's like that milkshake bringing the boys to the yard, right? But it was like we was just all cool like that. Like I always been more like a tomboy, or I just related better with boys. So like boys would ride their bikes from like the fucking like other end of town to come to my house. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people around. So I think, like I was saying, yeah. So I think that like that's what like the boys that actually that I actually dealt with, that I liked or whatever, they would come from a distance or whatever to come hang out with us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I had sisters and I had cute friends and stuff too. So, they probably wasn't only coming to see me. But anyways, I remember we were sitting outside one day, and I don't know what it was. It's two boys that I ever went up to in my whole entire life, and I tried to kiss them. Okay. And I don't know, maybe I just thought, and they was both in high school. And maybe I just thought, you know what I'm saying, I want to know if they was a prince or a frog. Okay. Even though I never really like a kisser, like, I don't know. I'm talking about like a peck. Okay, y'all. Okay, don't go all crazy. And so then this remind me, like I said, and yeah, one of the boy was named. So again, these may be, I'm just thinking like, is it something magical about a motherfucker? Is we talking about last unicorn energy? Like a unicorn in the lion? Is we talking about like an admixture of all this shit? I just don't know, okay? Because you just don't know. And then I guess you don't know what you got until it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So that might just make me think that shit. My whole life flashing before me right now before I die. Shit, I don't know. Okay, let's just see. And then this remind me. Okay, let me stop. Okay, so this reminds me of, yeah, that. So one boy's name was Gino, I think. Yeah. And then one boy's name was Darius. That's what it was. Yeah. I probably can't. Yeah. And I remember he was Mikey's best friend, and they both came up, and then we took the bikes around the block. And when we stopped on the block, I don't think he liked me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he liked me. Like, I don't know if he did or not. You know what I'm saying? I could never tell. I thought we would be cute together. Like, but I just never, you know what I'm saying? But I never really, like, I don't know, friends and shit was like off limits. So that was like a sin. That was like a big secret sin of mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, because friends was always off limits. Like, I'm not, if I mess with you and I find out your friend fine as I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Then that's just a lost cause, because I can't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I feel like I found myself in that instance, and again, in this adult life, you know what I'm saying? With this twin flame journey, it's like I found myself in that situation again. It's just very weird. It's very weird. But after that happened or whatever, I don't know. Maybe I felt so guilty or something like this or whatever. And I don't think I never, nothing never went past that. But then after that, I went into high school for the first year. And that's when I met my first love, where it's just like, come over here. I'm going over there. Come over here. We're going over here. I mean, we was all together all the time. You know what I'm saying? People hated on the relationship. So this is what I'm trying to see here. Okay. This is what I'm looking at right now. All right. So people was hating on all the guys, you know what I'm saying? And, in town and everything in the neighborhood be like, oh, that nigga, oh, you just, but he was really quiet, and he was really, whatever. Mm-hmm. Dad. The old dad. She asked me who, and I said the old dad. But anyways, so yeah. So it's just like he was really quiet. And it was just something about his, like, not a sternness, but there was something about his, like, I don't know, but he liked me though. He liked me. You know what I'm saying? Only for me. It was just me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And I could have probably abused that a little bit, because at one point in time, I'm like, man, it just seemed like the energy had shifted, and you seem more like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? Than a boyfriend. I think it's just the way it was something that shifted possibly in me. Maybe it was just something like me going out to explore or something, but something had shifted in me. And I was like, maybe this, and I think that broke his heart. I do think that. I think because I didn't know nothing. I don't think he knew what he had gotten into. So maybe this is not even a reflection. Even if these are not the same people, there's a reflection of something that happened there. You know what I'm saying? Breaking somebody's heart or something. And I feel like it's almost like, let's just say this is just like we in like some kind of crazy place or something like this, and found love in a crazy place. Okay. And let's just say that for some reason this heartbreak broke this person so bad. You know what I'm saying? And even in it, like during that, we still like hung out with each other a little bit, but things happened. My life changed totally when I was 19. You know what I'm saying? And just let's think like that person went to a very dark place because he was always quiet, or he went to a high place. I don't know. You know, he went to a place somewhere where to deal with that pain of that breakup or something with this girl that just broke his fucking heart. And so that hurts me. Now that I think about it and I look at it like this, it's like, oh no. And so I think that that's probably what this is, possibly. But then I feel like, you know, after that happened, this person went and elevated themselves. You know what I'm saying? But just the part that tripped me out is it's like, damn, who have I been standing next to the whole time? You know what I'm saying? Like who? Like who? Because it seemed like this person, like an alternative part, or somebody in the likeness of this person has went off and took a part of that person that I missed and build a whole life around something, right? And it's like, this is some kind of trippy out, like Star Wars kind of shit, okay? You know, as above and then below having to do with, and the below would have to do with, let's see, Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Where the Game of Thrones, the people got to sit here in the rogue energy. They got to go through the punches. They got to roll through the blow. Where the people, again, when we're talking about as above, you know, they could just whisk around and do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know, they don't have to stick around for no fucking consequences. You know, it's kind of like what it seemed like. But yeah, so you know, that's making me think about Three Kings or whatever at a young age here. But you know, I never really dated or anything like that. But I did have like a passion for him. I don't know. It was just something about his appearance. I like I don't know. Like if you're beautiful on the outside, and then I find that you're beautiful in the inside, like I just love those kind of people. And even if I'm not gonna date them or nothing, you know, it's like a companionship at a young age. That's how I felt. I don't know why. It's just I have this eye for like precious things. You know what I'm saying? And then I care about them. You know what I'm saying? I hold them in a place in my heart, but I don't hold on to them, but I hold them in a place in my heart. Okay. And yeah. So anyways, you know, that makes me think about that situation. But it makes me think about like even right now with this twin flame journey. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like 2 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like the same thing. We like in high school again. And all these people just hating on the relationship. But at that time we had each other to hold. We had each other to hold each other down. We didn't give a fuck. It's just me and him. It was just me and him. It was our world. And it didn't even, nothing else even fucking mattered really. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care. You know, like that's the thing. Right. And I'll go off and hang out with my friends or whatever, or my cousins. Well, I didn't really have friends, but I had 2 best friends, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm thinking like the whole thing about effing friends is kind of like the energy of now there's this payback where this is the projection, right? Somebody's trying to give me this projection, or if this person actually end up with my 2 best friends, you know what I'm saying? And really fall in love with them. But it wouldn't be love. You know what I'm saying? It's all probably like just payback. But you know, who knows? I can't tell you what nobody feel. All right. Cause I did used to let him go over there and get his hair braided. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, okay, if that's some kind of punishment, you know what I'm saying, for whatever, going out and having fun with other people, then I mean, but your ass was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. So what? Or are you trying to say you didn't do it until after? So again, I'm just talking. I'm just talking about what if, okay? Okay? Because it took a long time for me to get here and get comfortable enough to talk about this dual nature of this relationship. That's very fucking strange, okay? It's almost like they lived the old Shalonda, right? And then created an Eve, okay? But then realized that you can't Lilith, that Lilith is Eve, and maybe it's something about somebody named Steve. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying I don't even know why that just came out. But it's like somebody trying to push a certain narrative on somebody to be a certain way, and somebody don't want that. They want your name. And I feel like that's what it is. That it's not really, it's these old stale ways that people look at society, or these constructs that have been set up for so very long that we don't understand, by setting it up that way only and not having another option, that we are ruining humanity, or the whole thing as a whole. Okay, the whole construct as a whole. And I feel like we can't wrap this shit up until it's made right. We can't wrap it up until the session or whatever, until it's made right. And that's just like, now that I've been hurt like this now, you know what I'm saying? Then when do I get to go up to my cushy cloud? You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. And it's more so because I want to make sure that I will be able to see like anybody else would that been having access to me all this time. So I could be able to protect myself, my energy, and my family, and my, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. There's no way to go but up. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, I just wanted to break that down real quick. So I remember being in school like, oh, you mess with that one dude. He, da, 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 da. So it's always been like this kind of, you messing with him. I used to be like, why y'all say like that about him? He loved me. You know what I'm saying? Because like, and maybe just going through life, you know what I'm saying, with not having, and maybe this person got slack because he did love me. Because maybe somebody didn't want me to never have no damn love. You know what I'm saying? This caused some, me choosing to move back to my hometown and away from my mom in Texas. That caused some animosity with me and my mom. It caused a big lot of animosity, So again, who knows? I think sometimes when we are fuming as people that get upset and get emotional about something, we don't realize what we're sending out. Some people may do, right? I just may be new to the shit. All right. But you don't really notice when you start fuming. That's why I had to stop getting that mad. I had to stop getting that mad where it feels like there's actually physically something going on and popping in my fucking skull. You understand what I'm saying? So, some of this part of this journey I had to go through. You know what I'm saying? It's like paying homage or being cool with the fact that at least in the beginning, when these people started out, at least 2 or 3 or some of these people, they was trying to bring me out of something here. This almost might even be, where the angels or something did go against whoever would be playing God, because he's playing God on his, like, one-sidedly, okay? Because he left the other side down here while he up there tricking off. You know what I'm saying? And so now God's angels like, man, that's wrong how you do it. Man, why you do her like that, man? This ain't even right. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then they had to fall because he like, why are you challenging me? I'm God. It's kind of like that kind of energy like this. And then it's just like people kind of see it for what it is or whatever.